Peace to all of the divine primordial deities. Now, never mind my voice, I am still under the weather and my voice sounds a little funky. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I am not here for the dead, I am only here for the awakened. If it resonate, let it marinate. If it don't apply, let it fly. Now let's get deep. This is metaphysics and esoteric knowledge. The veil that blocks the understanding of the religious folks is the symbolic writings in that Bible. Now let's talk about it. Jacob is the one who wrestled with God. We are all Jacob, and we are all struggling with God, and some of us are even still wrestling with God. It is a constant battle that we fight every day between our lower selves and our higher selves. Now, Jacob wrestled with God in the dark. Jacob was in a state of meditation. And the place where he wrestled with God is called the pineal, which is none other than the pineal, which means the face of God. This wrestle between him and God took place internal. It wasn't something external. This was a wrestle within himself with God. And the person that Jacob was battling was none other than his higher self. This was a battle that took place within him, which is what we go through every day. After Jacob wrestled with his higher self, which is God, that's when he received his identity. He became Israel, which means to struggle with God. And his higher self told him, you will no longer be called Jacob, but Israel, because you struggled with God, with man, and overcame. And he told his higher self, I'm not going to let you go until you bless me. So this symbolizes a blessing. He became Israel. And that's how he got his identity. And Israel represents the Elohims, the chosen ones. This also symbolizes how wrestling with God brings forth transformation and a deeper relationship with God, which is his higher self. See, he just wasn't called Israel just to be called Israel. He earned that. See, I remember the little cartoon character Hercules, how he had to go through all those struggles and tests, and it was through his struggle that he became God. This is the same thing because he had to show that he was worthy. See, it was Jacob's will is what allowed him to overcome God, because it what gave him the power to push through. And when he pushed through, he showed that he was worthy. So that struggle and that wrestle was no longer necessary. He walked away with a blessing and a changed man. If it wasn't for the struggle and the things that you go through, you wouldn't be who you are today. See, it's through your struggles you gain wisdom. You can't say you've been through something and think you know something, because it takes a person to been through something to know something. So pressure creates diamonds. Jacob overcame his lower self and allowed his higher self to win. This is a story that represents everyone that is on their spiritual journeys. This just symbolizes that it is through your struggles that God is manifested. Because when you think you are weak, you are strong. When you are at your lowest, that's when the will of God comes forth. And that is when God is manifested. Pressure creates gods. So again, it is through your struggle when Christ is born.